Hello and welcome to Nature Direct with Jen. Today we're going to learn a little bit of background and about our environment and what sets it apart. So tune in to learn more. Hi, my name is Jen. I am a mother to two amazing young boys. I am married to my best friend Josh, and I'm also a full-time nurse working at the bedside and have been doing that for almost 15 years. Today I felt I would just share with you guys kind of what has been going on in our world and how in the fall and winter months viruses and bacteria thrive, and that's how a lot of we have to see spikes in flu and the common cold and strep throat, things like that. It's just because the environment is a perfect environment for those viruses and bacteria to just thrive and do really well. And also how people are overusing cleaners that they think are safe and protecting their families when all actuality they're causing more harm than good. So I wanted to explain a little bit of the background on those. So first off, a lot of products you buy at the grocery store that are, geared to kill viruses, colds, bacteria, things like that, are actually filled with a lot of VOCs, which are volatile organic compounds. And those are what they do is they cause so much irritation, whether it's in your eyes, start burning, your throat starts burning, start coughing the second they're used or sprayed. Some people might get skin rashes or irritations because they're not good for your body. And I don't know if you guys have noticed, but obviously your workplaces that you cannot control. You have to use what they have there to clean, but you can't control your own environment, and that is your home. And sadly, I will say that the reason the viruses and bacteria and things that thrive so much in the winter months is because our humidity is low. And when you have low humidity, normally when you cough or sneeze, it's just kind of droplets and they just kind of fall because they're heavy. But with the low humidity, these things can actually turn from droplets, can turn to aerosols, and then they travel further and land on different surfaces, things like that. If you walk by somebody, they can actually land on you. And that's why we see a spike in flus and viruses like the common cold. We see more strep throat all in the winter months, and that is just because of simple biology of low humidity, and these things just thrive in that kind of environment. But there is definitely a much safer alternative to help keep your family safe and well during the colder months. And I'm going to share with you a lot of cleaners that you see in the store. All cleaners have surfactants, and that helps the liquids and compounds in there work together, work better on surfaces. But there's a difference between synthetic surfactants and plant-based, and I'm going to share that with you right now. So bleach is a common clean that you find in stores, and this is kind of what a bleach particle looks like. And you'll notice that the surfactant, gotta love my wonderful artwork, is kind of squiggly around it. It's all the same size. These particles that are in the bleach cleaner particle, is all the same size. It's made in a factory. It kind of has to be done that way. It's a synthetic surfactant. Whereas what we have is a plant-based surfactant. And each particle is different because it comes from a plant. No two particles that come out of that cleaner or out of that plant are the same. They're all different, which is fantastic. So when you get polar particles in the air, which would be like your dust, your mold, your viruses, your bacteria, pollen, when you go to clean with one of these, they only contract certain shapes because they're all uniform. So to really be truly effective, you need something that's got all different shapes and sizes, which is why I absolutely love and will only use this in my home to sanitize and disinfect. And that is because it is made from a plant. It is natural, no synthetic. There's no VOCs, it's not harmful. And so it has these fun little squigglies all over. And so when you get a pollen particle, it can attract to that. When you get a smoke particle, it attracts to that. When you have dust particles, it attracts to that. They have all these different little grooves that it can fit in and attract. Whereas this is all the same size. So something like viruses might not fit in there very good, which doesn't really attract it and trap it through a process called adsorption. And what adsorption does is it attracts and traps everything in the air. So when you spray it, boom, tracks it, boom, brings it down, which is fantastic. This can't be said to do the same thing. But when you spray what we call Enviromist, which is one of the best products I've ever come encounter with, it does. It attracts every particle in the air. These are all the polar particles it will attract, and it traps them, brings them down, they depolarize, and then you vacuum them up. super safe, absolutely love it. You can see it when you spray it in the air. And I just want to share that with you because this is what I have in my home, and I keep my air fresh and clean. I clean my surfaces with it, and I also have a fun little travel size bottle that I send my son to school so he can clean his desk area, he can clean his backpack. It's safe to spray in your hands. It's not gonna hurt or harm him. And as a mom and a nurse, I absolutely love that I can give him a product that is safe for his lungs, safe for his eyes, safe for breathing in, and also will attract and trap all of this, keeping him safe and healthy during months where viruses, bacteria, common cold, strep thrives. So I hope that kind of explained a little bit of what it does. So I just showed you these wonderful products, which are horrible. They're really not wonderful. And I actually don't use them anymore, but you know, I was guilty because you don't know what you don't know. And this Lysol, if you actually read on here, you know, it says it's harmful and toxic to humans. So, which is really sad because you spray in the air. And it says you actually should spray it if you have any problems breathing. You should leave the area for an extended period of time. Which I like to be able to spray something and still live and be in my home and not have to worry about what I'm breathing in. Same with these wipes. You know, you use them on a surface and it flat out says on here, do not clean on any surface where your food preparation or anything like that. What do most people use them for? They're cleaning surfaces and then minutes later preparing sandwiches or dinner on that same surface where it says flat out on here, not made for surfaces that are made for food on. I definitely don't want something that's that harmful to ingest or even breathe. I can't put food on it to be put on doorknobs or anything like that, that, you know, you might touch your face and stuff. As an adult, you might be good, but kids, they touch everything. So I absolutely love that we have this wonderful, all natural, pH neutral, plant-based, essential oil-based environments that cleans and the air that you breathe. It cleans and purifies it. Absolutely love that. So hands down, wherever I go, I have one of these. And we have fun little travel size ones, and I forgot to grab one of those, but I keep that in my purse. I keep one in my car door. Like I said, I send one with my kid in his backpack, and you just spray it in the air. Smells good. And what it's doing right now is after I sprayed it, it is attracting and trapping all those polar particles that are in the air and cleaning and filtering the air that I breathe. It comes in as a wonderful concentrate and is super cost effective. And so as a mom, I absolutely love it when I can save some money on a product that's super safe for my family. And what I mean by that is one of these bottles of concentrates will refill this bottle 5 times. So it'll last you quite a bit. And for literally less than probably 2 bottles of this, I get 5 of these. This is super harmful, full of VOCs, synthetic, not natural, harmful. One uniform size versus a plant-based cleaner with essential oils that has a particle that is designed to trap and attract all these polar particles that are normally and naturally occurring in the air that we breathe. So I hope you guys enjoyed that little background lesson of why our family uses our wonderful Nature Direct Enviromist. And if you are wanting to get your own, please reach out to the person who shared this with you or comment below. I'm happy to help answer any questions. I wish you guys all the best, health and happiness, and thank you so much for tuning in and listening.